Hi, I'm Kate, and welcome to Lion's Roar, Georgian Court University's online guide to financial aid. It might seem like the end of the world if you can't make your student loan payments, but there are actually several options available to make things easier for you. At the same time, you need to watch out for scammers who bombard you with dubious offers to help you with your loans. If you're having trouble paying back your loan servicer might offer you a couple options. Say you get laid off from your job. You expect you'll have trouble making your payments for a few months, but once you get a new job, you'll be fine. You might decide to take a forbearance, essentially a break from making your loan payments. You do still have to pay back the whole loan eventually, and you can only take 3 forbearances during the repayment period. A forbearance is different from a deferment, which is when the loan servicer doesn't try to collect payment at all. All your loans are deferred while you're still in school, for instance. You'll still be charged interest if your loans are in deferment or you take a forbearance. So the longer break you take, the more you'll have to pay in the end. Another alternative is an income-based repayment plan. This is where your loan servicer adjusts your monthly payment to be a percentage of what you're making. If you don't make as much, you don't have to pay as much. Unlike a forbearance, which is really just for emergencies, an income-based repayment plan is often a good idea if you qualify for it. Say you decide to spend a year working for a nonprofit that does really good work, but doesn't pay very much. Your loan servicer won't let you off the hook completely, but could offer you an income-based repayment plan. They might decide you qualify for a plan that charges you $0 per month. This would be just like taking a forbearance, but you don't have to use one of your 3 chances. If your monthly payments are really high, you might consider refinancing or consolidating your loans. Refinancing is when you take out a second loan that pays off your current loan and has a lower interest rate, so hopefully you pay less money in the long run. Consolidating your loans lumps them together with one servicer, so you only have to make one payment each month. Often, you have longer to pay off the loan as well, so your monthly payment is a bit lower. Generally though, refinancing and consolidating your loans aren't worth the trouble, especially if you borrow smarter at the beginning. You may end up paying more money than you would otherwise, and loan consolidation can affect your credit rating more than several smaller loans. Whether you use any of these options or not, you'll probably encounter other people who just want to take your money and not actually help you.
Hi, I'm Ray Mitcash, and welcome to Warthog Stench, Gregorian Quadrangle's online guide to financial aid.
Scammers might say they want to refinance or consolidate your loans. In reality, they will either do things you can do yourself for free, or just cheat you out of your money. Whenever anyone contacts you about your loans, there are several red flags to watch out for.
I'd like to talk to you about an exciting opportunity.
If you see a bunch of spelling errors in something somebody sends you, it doesn't mean it's definitely a scam, but you should be careful. Scammers often don't take the time to make things look professional the way a legitimate business would.
If you'd like to learn more about what we condone for you, please send us $49.99.
When it comes to student loans, this is illegal. If the company is legit, it shouldn't cost you anything to fill out forms or receive information.
I can 100% guarantee all your loans will be totally paid off.
No one can promise anything like this. You can't just get rid of your loans by waving a magic wand. It's all a lie to get you to send money to the scammer.
Grat! I just need your FSA ID for, raisins.
You'll need to create a Federal Student Aid Identification, or FSA ID, to fill out the FAFSA and other documents. It's like an electronic signature. If the scammer gets a hold of it, they can have you sign documents you've never read. A legitimate company should never ask you for it. Never, ever give your FSA ID to anyone you don't completely trust. If you think your FSA ID has been stolen, you'll need to change it right away. Click the link below to learn more.
Just sing this so we can talk to your loan servicer for you. We'll take care of everything.
A scammer might ask you to sign something giving them permission to communicate with your loan servicer, all to make things easier for you. In reality, they want control of your account so they can steal from you. Don't sign anything you don't understand.
Take advantage of this bring new law before Tim runs out.
A scammer might mention a new law that's just been passed, or give you limited amount of time to respond to their opportunity. The truth is, though, student loan options don't change overnight. This is just another lie to convince you to send them money. You should always do your own research to see if an offer is legit. Remember, there's no such thing as a free lunch. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Falling for a scam doesn't make you stupid, though. Anybody can get hooked by a scammer. It doesn't take very much. They count on people to react to something without thinking it through, and people who are having trouble making student loan payments may be desperate for a way out. But help is always available if you need it. Georgian Court's financial aid counselors would be happy to answer your questions. You can get in touch by emailing financialaid@georgian.edu. It's always good to know what options you have when paying back your loans. Some options, like income-based repayment plans, might be useful if you qualify, and others, like taking a forbearance, are only for emergencies. And be sure to watch out for red flags from scammers.
Huh?
The best way to avoid trouble is to be careful when you're taking out your loans in the first place. But how do you do that? Click below to learn more.